We are now fully into the College of Chapters, and I want us to have a candid and serious talk about an important topic. We recognized our 20 Rock chapters at Grand Chapter in San Antonio last summer, and you've likely met many of their leaders by now. This is a near record number and a testimony to our programming and leadership opportunities. Will every member of a 2024 Rock chapter please stand? Give these brothers a hand. They have done the hard work to excel in multiple dimensions, and I applaud that, and I encourage them to continue. You can identify these Rock leaders by their gold Rock chapter ribbons, and I encourage you to meet them and get acquainted with them and with those whose chapters are near you of similar demographics as yours, etc. Relationship building that lasts beyond College of Chapters is one of the greatest dividends of this event. So here is my candid and serious question for you. Why should you aspire to be a Rock chapter? What's the big deal about Rock? And why should you care? I've been to 18 of these colleges of chapters. I've been involved in collegiate and alumni leadership for longer than you may imagine, as David noted. I have seen many commanders and many chapter leaders and many rank and file chapter members exhibit or plainly express, we're too cool to be Rock. We don't need to be Rock. We're good on our campus without Rock. We have the best parties. We have a big roster. Our guys run our campus. We're smart. We're rich. We haven't been in trouble in years. We got folks at the university that have our back. Rock can't and won't do anything to make us better. Well, I beg to differ, and I've seen it firsthand at my own chapter, at chapters within my division when I was a division commander, and in chapters across the country since I've been on the High Council and served as regent. Many of our current Rocks once asked that same question and had those same attitudes. You may indeed be the best in one or more of the Rock performance categories, but pursuit of Rock and its attainment will result in your becoming better in every category. Rock chapter is an objective, metrics-based performance improvement and management plan as good as any corporate program I've seen, and I've seen many in my professional career. I've also seen many corporate leadership development and strategic planning programs, and what you are experiencing here at College of Chapters is as good as anything out there for which your employer would pay thousands of dollars for an executive 20 years older than you to experience. But I digress from the question, why should you aspire to be Rock, and what difference will it make? Here are some reasons why. Do you want your alumni to speak favorably of you, to hire you in their firms, to recommend you to others for hiring, and to send their sons to you? Do you want to be the most sought after bid on your campus? Do you want the girls on your campus to think well of you and to aspire to date at your house? Do you want to be known as a model of leadership development, career readiness, and campus leadership. Do you want your university administration to speak well of you? If so, then you need to plan to become Rock and to maintain it. I said at my installation in Fort Lauderdale 30 months ago that I aspire for Sigma Nu to provide the best collegiate and alumni fraternity experience in America. Rock chapter is a strong indicator of whether you are providing that. And who doesn't want their chapter and their fraternity to provide the best collegiate and alumni fraternity experience in America? That experience in being a Rock chapter looks different between a small, private liberal arts college and a large public land-grant university. It looks different between the Mountain West and the SEC, between the Big Ten and the Ivy League. It looks different between a chapter of 34 and a chapter of 204, between a chapter with housing and a chapter without. But the fundamentals are the same, and the excellent collegiate and alumni fraternity experience is equally aspirational and desirable. Every Rock chapter can attain Rock status and every chapter here can attain Rock status and has no excuse not to. As past Regent Robert Durham says, life in a Rock chapter is pretty good. Do you know who Vince Lombardi is? Go Pack, right? Legendary coach of the Green Bay Packers, a man's man, a leader, a truth broker, inspiring. Lombardi led men to do things they didn't know they could do or had even dreamed they could do. This is a well-known Lombardi quote appropriate to our topic. Perfection is not attainable, but we will chase perfection because by doing so, we can catch excellence. Lombardi also said, if winning isn't everything, then why do we keep score? Regent John Hearn paraphrased that into winners keep score. Winners want to keep score. Losers don't want to keep or even know the score. Again, Regent Durham says, life in a Rock chapter is pretty good. I can also personally attest to that. Concerning Rock chapters, I hear so many positive things from so many different stakeholder groups, including the girls on campus, employers, career placement personnel, Greek life and student affairs, high schoolers and their parents who want bids for themselves and their sons. Many of our current Rocks thought at one time they were too cool for Rock. And many of you have thought that same thing at times in the past and maybe even tonight. Those who once thought that and finally embraced the pursuit of Rock are so pleased they aspired to it and were successful and did the hard work to maintain it. The Pursuit of Excellence program is a scorecard, and you can see from that scorecard where you are and where you need to get better to attain the goal of Rock. You've got on the bottom of your schedule your Pursuit of Excellence scorecard through the first year of this biennium. I encourage you to look at that and focus on those categories that need improvement. I encourage you and challenge you to aspire to become a Rock chapter and develop a plan to attain it and maintain it. It is not a goal for the faint-hearted nor the weak-willed. It took my chapter 4 years of work, hard work, to make it. And they are so glad they did. our chapter members here this weekend have never lived in a chapter that is not a Rock chapter. Now, let's go forth from College of Chapters, show up and do good work, and provide the best collegiate and alumni fraternity experience in America. Thank you for your attention to this chapter-changing matter. And let's have 40 Rocks in Orlando. Thank you.